45 minutes of Mexican life. On that day, February 19th, 1913, Mexico City was choking with gun smoke and the smell of betrayal. The sky was overcast, and the streets around the National Palace were filled with soldiers, their eyes sharp as knives, awaiting the final order. Inside, a large wooden clock on the hall's wall ticked slowly, as if it knew it was about to witness the strangest spectacle in Mexican history. Minute 0, 12:15 p.m., Pedro Lascurain entered, looking more like a weary lawyer than a statesman. His worried eyes betrayed that he didn't want the position, but the generals and the American ambassador were whispering. It must be done quickly. The people want a form of legitimacy. He sat in the large chair, the polished mahogany wood gleaming under the hall lights, while his heart pounded like a war drum. The court clerk presented the Bible and the Constitution. Lascurain hesitated for a moment, then raised his right hand. "I swear to uphold the Mexican Constitution." The words were dry and cold, as if coming from the mouth of a man no longer in control of his own will. The generals exchanged glances, their smiles hidden, as if applauding an undeclared victory. He sat in his office, a blank piece of paper before him bearing the title, Victoriano Huerta, appointed Prime Minister. His pen trembled. He hesitated. For a moment, he imagined President Madero's face behind bars, his eyes pleading, his voice shouting, "Don't hand over the country to them." But the whispers of conspiracy around him were louder. "Sign. It's settled." He bowed and signed. Silence returned to the hall. There was no cheering or ceremony, only the murmur of soldiers and the ticking of clocks. He opened the second file, his resignation. He read it inside. "I resign from the office of President of the Mexican Republic." He felt like he was writing a will, not an official document. Minutes 35, 12:50, he handwritten his resignation, placed it on the table, and stood. He turned to the audience. No farewell speech, no words, just a long stare at the hall as if it were a tombstone. At that moment, Victoriano Huerta was the most powerful man in Mexico. Minutes 45, 1 p.m. Lascurain walked out of the National Palace with quick steps. Outside, it was noisy, soldiers chanting Huerta's name, cannons firing celebratory shots, while the city swallowed up the name of the man who had just moments before been its president. On the street, no one stopped to greet him. No one applauded him. It was as if Mexico hadn't noticed him. After the curtain fell, he returned home, still a lawyer, and remained silent about those minutes until his death. Only 45 minutes, but they revealed that the presidency could be just the signing of two pieces of paper, an appointment and a resignation.